Hi everybody, this is Cybermind here. This video is in response to a question on Facebook regarding textures for mesh. This is my first YouTube tutorial, so I am very proud, very excited to be doing this. Anyway, the question was brought up as how you can see textures on mesh to test it out and whatnot. Oops, I still have that on. The easiest way that I can explain this is that, well, number one, this is using, before I read this, is using Firestorm 442-34167. Now, if you go into upload here, where you go to image, and let's say we want to upload this this UV map right here. Well, look at this. They took out the option for temporary upload. So that means that anything that you upload image-wise is going to cost you 10 Linden. Well, what if you're making, something a little complex, something like this this cat suit here, and you want to upload multiple textures to test out multiple texturings, just to for different designs. Well, how in the heck are you going to do that? It's going to, it's going to cost you, 70, 80, 90, 100, however much it's going to cost you, 10 Linden per image. Well, fortunately, they have created a workaround that. Well, not a workaround, but a new option. It's called the local upload, and I'm going to describe the local upload. First of all, let's minimize Firestorm. If we go to my mesh textures folder here, catsuit, you see we have the open zip catsuit. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this in Photoshop. And Photoshop is now brought up. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to create a new layer. And we're going to call this new layer, oops. We're going to call this new layer color guide. Why not? Alright, in color guide, we're going to use the polygonal lasso tool. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a rough, it doesn't have to be exact, shape around each one of the features of the UV maps. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take that UV map, and for each item, we're going to assign it a different color. So let's say, let's do, I don't know, let's do green for this section here. I'm just going to take the color tool, or we're going to take the paintbrush, up the size a little bit, and then we're going to just color it in. Okay, now we're going to take that tool. Oops, and it's not going to work that way. Haha. We're going to copy, we're going to paste, and we're just going to do the same thing over here. Only difference is we're going to change the color, and I'll explain why in a minute. Instead of a green, let's go with let's go orange. Why not? We're just picking random colors here. It doesn't really matter what color you choose. We're going to fill that in. So we're going to do that for each one of the items that we want to color. And I'm going to go ahead and finish this and come right back. Alright, so as you can see, I have created a basic outline of all of the shapes that I want to cover. I don't have the other layer here, but if I wanted to, I could reopen the UV, and I don't know why that's coming up. Looks like I may have to scan my machine here pretty soon. I could take this and bring it in as another layer, and we can take it, put it down on the bottom. Take it, we can move this down to the bottom, and then we can, on this layer, we can change the opacity to, say, 50%, and now we can see that each one of the items that I want to check out is covered. Alright, so we're going to take this, we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to save for web. What does Microsoft Security Essentials keep coming up for? I don't know. I'll have to check into that. We're going to save this as a PNG 24, 1024 by 1024. And then we're going to save it as catsuit UV guide. Well, I've already done this, so I'm not going to do it again. Now we're going to go back into our viewer, and we're going to take the mesh into edit. We're going to go to texture. We're going to open up the texture picker, and rather than pick a texture out of our inventory, we're going to hit this local button right here. And what this local button is going to do, once we click add, is it's going to let us browse for where our texture is so that we can see it. Now we just double click on it, and bada bing. Now, one of the things about this is the only person that'll be able to see this is you. It's local. It's local only. Nobody in world can see this. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to take a picture. No, we're not going to ground sit. We're going to take a snapshot. And we're going to save as. And let's call this front reference. Okay. And we're going to back it around, back it up, and we're going to do this, and we're going to refresh, and now we've got the back side, and we're going to save as, and we're going to say back reference, and save. Now we can minimize the viewer, we can go back into Photoshop, and now we've got this, okay, we can get rid of this layer, we can bring this layer up, so now we can see that we're actually working on the, we can take that to the trash if we wanted to. We can see that we're actually working on the UV template, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to open up back reference and front reference, and I'm going to copy them bring them into Photoshop, so that now while I'm working I can look at this and I can say, oh, I need to, oh, shoot. I need to see the color guide. I can look at this, and then what I'll do is I'll bring up another instance of the UV guide. So now I know. Okay, I want to work on, let's say I want to work on work on this side. So I know this side is red. So we'll look over here and see that this piece is the red piece. So then I can go right here, and then I can start doing what I want to do to the red side. I'm not going to do anything to it right now because this was just a tutorial on bringing local textures in, and then you can repeat the process. Once you've textured the UV map, you can go into back into your viewer. Once again, this is for Firestorm. I'm not sure about the other viewers. You can go to Edit, Texture, Local, and then Add, and then you can just start working on those. Now, when you find a texture you like, let's say we like this one, we can upload it from here, and then you can pay the 10 Linden to upload it. But you can see what it looks like on the item. I'm going to begin working on this here pretty soon. This is going to be a cat suit. This cat suit is actually going to turn into a SL Wrestler's wrestling gear. I call it a work in progress because this is actually going to be my first attempt at texturing mesh clothing. And I have friends around here who like to make fun of me, so I tell them, don't judge me. Alright, anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial, and the person that asked, I hope that makes sense. You know how to get a hold of me if you have any questions. If anybody else has any questions, you can find me, you can leave me a message here, or you can catch me on SL, on Second Life. My name is Cybermind, aka Jasper Corvinus, the best damn Second Life wrestler ever. And remember that. No, I'm kidding, that's in character. Anyway, take care, guys.